today we have this expression. We are asked to simplify it. Looking at this, it looks goggled, it looks hectic, but we just need to make sure we simplify it so that we'll be able to get our answer. We do a lot of assumptions here because the 2 factorial theta 3 that we have. So we are not that sure if 2 theta 3 is everything factorial or 2 factorial everything theta 3. Now, note that 2 theta 2 will give us 2 raised to power 2, and that will give us 4. 2 theta 3 will give us 2 raised to power 2 raised to power 2, and that will give us 16. Now, going by our first assumption, we assume that we have the 2 theta 3 everything factorial. Now, so assuming 2 factorial everything theta 3, and since we know that note 2 factorial is 2 times 1, and that will give us 2. So that means we will now be having 2 theta 3, and 2 theta 3 will simply give us 2 raised to power 2 raised to power 2. So meanwhile 2 factorial theta 3 will now be, since 2 factorial is 2, that's 2 theta 3, which is 16 from our previous calculation. So therefore 2 factorial theta 3 is simply 16. That's from our first assumption. So from second assumption, we assume that we have 2 theta 3 everything factorial. That's what I just read, 2 theta 3 everything factorial. So, and don't forget 2 theta 3 simply means 16 from our previous calculation. So, and 2 theta 3 every factorial will now be 16 factorial. And this is a kind of a long number, because 16 factorial will simply give us 16 multiplied by 15, multiplied by 14, multiplied by 13, multiplied by 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And if you press your calculator, you will notice that the final answer for 16 factorial, that's why the final is very long. So we'll be having 209227898888000.